What the fuck, you fucking pussies? Dude, what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
You alright, Mike?
Yeah.
Who are these guys? What the fuck is wrong with him?
Whoa.
Smash the windows! That's why. Oh, yeah, fucking Jesus Christ!
Dude, what the fuck?
Just tell me where, and that's it. Why you need to come here? Just send me a message, let me know where, and that's it. And with what time? Let me know, and that's it.
What do you think about all this Conor McGregor bullshit? Like you see someone throwing a dolly at a bus and shattering a window.
I don't even have words for it, man. I have no words for it. He's just losing it right now. It feels like he's lost it. I feel like.
First of all, what do you think of the Conor situation? Him throwing the dolly through the window, all that stuff. Think about all that.
I am surprised at his behavior. I think it's, and I don't think he was even calculated. I don't know if he's trying to show his boys that he's still the old Conor.
I mean, just think about setting him up with Khabib. You know, having that fight. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, that would be a giant fight. That might be one of the biggest MMA fights ever to make.
Because I really want this guy. Make him humble, a little bit teach him, like change his face. You know, I want to change his face.
What happened between you and Artem Lobov, Khabib?
Nothing.
You know what it's like being a partner team. You're in it together.
If one of us go to war, we all go to war. Tell him I'm coming. Be careful what you ask for. That's it. On the foot. Wow. Nothing short of spectacular. The hype behind this contest is insane. It will be the biggest fight in history. He's a devastating striker. He is outstanding. Oh, he got tagged hard. Two destroyers. Two outstanding fighters. This is the fight that everybody wants to see.
It will be massive.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back.
Can Conor catch him? Can Conor catch him while he's coming in?
Yeah.
And if Conor can catch him, look, Conor can knock anybody out.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you see what he did to Eddie Alvarez. You see what he did to Aldo. Nobody had ever done that to Aldo. What Conor is an exceptional world championship fighter. I mean, that's what he really is. All this other stuff is the bullshit is going to get in the way of his legacy.
I mean, this fight because I really want to change this guy's face. You know, I really want this.
Do you have a prediction how this fight would end?
This fight?
Yeah, if you fought Conor, how would it end? Do you have a prediction?
Just smash him.
Yeah.
Like, Khabib's wrestling is not just a level above everybody else, but multiple levels.
Yeah.
Like,
You see him beating Khabib?
I see him beating Khabib a lot easier than Tony.
Wow, I disagree.
You know, a lot of people say that. A lot of people are high on Khabib. I don't know, man.
Matchups, I'll give you that.
Khabib's got a lot of. He's got a lot of holes in his game. You know,
And
his
his
footwork's
striking.
terrible. His striking is terrible.
But his grappling is
it's
tough.
brutal.
It's tough.
But you just have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. You gotta not let him settle.
To October 6th, as we do look ahead to Conor versus Khabib. On first glance, it appears that Khabib is going to throw him down and beat the hell out of him because we've seen Conor taken down before, and we know that Khabib is good at taking people down. We know that Conor can keep a pace on guys that most guys can't deal with, and we know that Khabib has the highest pace in the division. So when we look at that, we think that this is going to be a bit of a steamroll for Khabib. But then when you're confronted with, well, just how good is Conor? So when you watch Conor and you watch Khabib and you think you've got this whole thing figured out, you then watch Jose Aldo, Eddie Alvarez, I'm going to throw Chad Mendez in there, Dustin Poirier, you stand back in amazement of how good and skilled they are, and then you're confronted with the reality that Conor went through them all. And then you're left wondering just how good is that son of a bitch. We know he's good. We would never question that. He's got 3 world titles. I'm counting the interim. But he's got 3 world titles that say he's pretty damn good. So we don't question that. But we are left to speculate just how good. Can my eyes be deceived? The one simple question of how good is Conor McGregor?
And obviously for Conor, coming back from a 2-year layoff, in my opinion, and it's crazy to say this because of how popular he is around the world, but he's one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. Everybody thinks because he speaks so well and gets so crazy and everything, it makes him sort of less of a fighter. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. When you talk about pound for pound best in the world, this is a guy who's actually living proof of pound for pound. He jumps from weight class to weight class and fights people in different weight classes. He went out and boxed Floyd Mayweather, and he is literally willing to fight anybody in the world who thinks they're better than him. You know, it's what makes him so popular.
Surprise, surprise!